Yo, 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 we good podcast. It's your boy C.H.O.
No, I got my lockpick on me either, bro.
Give me a second. We getting all the technicals taken care of real quick. Be right up on you. We're gonna be bringing the guests on for Mulah Mondays. Just gonna be talking some real estate, little trucking experience and strategies. We're gonna get into a little crypto investing as well. Uh, 1 second. Yo, 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 we back. It's your boy C.H.O. Um, kind of waiting on my guest to tap in because we wanted to start the show off basically talking about real estate and a few other industries and different things of that nature. Um, so, but we really got to be focused on investing. It's plain to see that investing is going to be the only way that we get out of the slump, that we get out of this situation financially, economically. We have to be investing. We have to be making our money earn for us. This is Mulah Monday. I'm no financial advisor, but I am an investor. And so if you look at the numbers of this hyperinflation um, and things of that nature, with I was talking earlier today to one of my partners. We was talking about the price of food and how steak is up 20% and chicken is up 19%, um, and how much it's costing you to eat even more. And the dollar is not gaining value, it's losing value. So it's costing you to pay more for things that you didn't have to pay for. And now you got to find that cost. You have to find where that gray line is, or how to actually be able to tap into those money sources and working 9 to 5 and overtime and showing up and having 2 or 3 jobs. You know, I don't see the benefit of overcoming that situation because you cannot outperform, you know, percentage or interest, physically. You can't outperform that because it doesn't sleep. So in order to, perform or outperform things that acquire interest, you must be also acquiring interest towards where you put your money at, towards how you put your time and the things of that nature, and your productivity, compounding interest, okay, compounding interest, um, or anything of that nature that allows you to grow your wealth, grow your business, or grow your generational family's legacy, or whatever your aspirations or motivation or goals could be towards that. Is mainly up for you to focus on investing because you're not going to be able to catch interest rates that or inflation. You're not going to be able to beat that showing up to work, being faithful to your job. That's cool. Loyalty is cool to a certain extent. Who are you loyal to most? Yourself or someone that doesn't even know your family, per se. So um, we definitely have to focus on investing. Is the number one thing, regardless of the fact. Everybody should have a mindset of investors, not just a few people, 2 or 3 people, 200 people, 2,000 people. Everybody, as long as this earth is uninhabited, as long as this earth is not formulated and built up and established, which majority of the earth is not, then we should be thinking about investing in what stake or what brand or what business or what opportunity that we're going to put into the world to produce or change the world or change the narrative of what we're facing today, instead of complaining about the situation from the government or the politicians or people that write the laws or different things of that nature. We basically need to focus on um, just getting it done, learning, getting educated so we can be confident about the moves that we make and just get it done at the end of the day. Investing is the key, and knowing where to invest, knowing where to put your money at is the solution. So, real estate itself, the industry produces 90% of America's millionaires. Um, you know, I would probably say the world's millionaires, but real estate itself, it uh it allows uh wealth to be built in a way that most assets do not, with tax benefits that greatly benefit those who invest. So, real estate definitely is high in the market as far as producing millionaires. 90%. There's no other industry that produces a higher rate of millionaires. So definitely, that's one of the most sought out, the highest asset based classes that you can invest in, which guarantees of that high percentage of the world's millionaires coming out of 90%, then that leaves only 10% for the rest of the industries. 10% only left for the rest of the industries to actually take hold of who creates millionaires or how millionaires are created. First the middle class invest in stocks. Then after the middle class invest in stocks, they basically go invest into real estate and find properties or assets to be able to cash flow or residual income. And then we've gotten into a more stronger, diverse form of real estate investing in the last, I would say, 5 years or so, 3 to 5 years, strongly with the whole Airbnb short-term rental market, basically. So we've seen a lot of change in real estate. We've seen a lot of change in the markets. Like we talk about stocks and the stock gains compared to the crypto gains that's in the market is almost like playing video game with your money. When you in the crypto space, if you understand what to do and how to actually go about doing it, not just buying coins or buying what everybody's saying to buy and just holding them, hoping and wishing that it goes up and can't wait till it goes up, but also knowing who's giving compound interest for holding these coins and what new technology is coming out to produce the type of possibility of returns that can change many lives, just by understanding the time frame of which you need to get into it. And it's the information. So important to have the information, because once you have the information, you don't need the person that's giving the information anymore. You know exactly what to do. That's why education is so big, and education in school makes so much money, but the education that they teach is basically wasting your time because they don't teach you about nothing about money. You don't even know how to create a business bank account, going through school, but you know how to fill out a student loan application and get in debt. You know how they're gonna walk you through that. They're gonna sit down and show you everything to put down and what not to put down. But you're not going to get no business knowledge, no business understanding, because they don't want you to know, and a person's not going to give or do for you what they don't want you to know. So we definitely have to get to the point where, um, we're focused on investing. We're focused on producing investments with our money, pimping our dollars. We got to pimp those dollars, man, not those girls. You got to pimp those dollars. You know what I'm saying? Not those girls. Pimp game done changed. It used to be where we can go out there and go swindle a couple women, and go get them to do things they wouldn't normally be doing, for some money. And, now you go to jail for that shit. They call that. I think they calling that. You kidnapping women and things of that nature. So right now, you need pimping ain't dead. And what they say, pimping ain't dead. Nigga just scared. You know, investing ain't dead. You just scared. We'll go play the lotto. We'll go get a scratch off. We're gonna go play the Florida Lotto, the Georgia Lotto, and any other lotto there is. We're gonna waste our money and give our money to Florida, Georgia, whatever state we live in, and every day religiously, and don't get nothing back on it for the most part, or probably get back what you done spent. For the most part. Yes, be some people that hit, but not out of the percentage that's putting in. So at the end of the day, what are you putting your time to, and what are you investing in? Most people invest in their future. People that invest in right now obviously don't see a future for themselves. Let me say that again. Most people invest in their futures. People that doesn't see their future invest in right now. So tomorrow is coming, but you're still investing in right now, you're going to be left behind. You need to get with the program and learn how to have a better relationship with money and how we actually go about the communication and the conversation when it talks about money and the things of those nature, so that we can have a better outcome when we're moving and grooving and moving around and doing what we're doing. We move confidently, we'll have a better outcome in our business and our endeavors. If there's anything anybody don't understand or need help with, leave a comment in the comment section and ask your questions when it comes to investing. This is Mulah Monday. I am C.H.O, and I'm bringing you the teams, technology, education, assets, money, and sports. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're getting on. We're talking about everything from real estate to stocks, to crypto, to the blockchain, to your life insurance policy, how to invest properly, how to create yourself to be a bank, put yourself on another level, and take it to the next level with constant and consistent investing, with making your money put in places where compound interest, and compound interest is the greatest mathematical equation known to man, especially when related to money. It's the greatest mathematical equation known to man, compound interest. So if you put in compound interest on anything, especially especially if it's on something that can actually move up, something that can actually move up, meaning that it can actually gain more money, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything of that nature, then basically um, you're you could potentially do numbers that that the system would almost think that you're cheating. So um, it's very alarming when you come about something that has the ability to change your life. And this ain't no overnight thing. It's not a lot of people thought it was a scam at first. They didn't understand the crypto space, the blockchain space, the different technology companies. That's all basically they are technology companies, and they're basically set up to change the way we view the world or how we operate in today's markets, fiat currency, and how we transact in commerce with trade and how we operate with each other. So the fact that we're able to accept anything that we want for value, crypto is proof that we can accept anything we want for value as long as we consider it to be transactionable or money. And nobody spends more time on the internet or the phone or the computer than we do. So therefore, all the attention and everything is going to be based on what we do and how we respond and how we act. And therefore, we need to be focused on markets that's going to allow us growth. Growth. I think it's probably a little over 10% of the world that's using crypto at this moment. So that means that, and it's already over $2 trillion market valuation, and it's just getting started. So just imagine what the market is going to look like in the next 5 years and 10 years when more people start using crypto, when more people start investing and understanding what it is, when more Fortune 500 companies start accepting, when more um, people just start realizing that it has real intrinsic value according to if the people accept it for value or not. It's all about the people. And as long as the people are doing what they need to do as far as educate themselves and bring themselves to the knowledge of what's going on in the money system, then you'll have an easier go, an easier round of how we're able to introduce this information to the community where they're not afraid to invest, they're not afraid of the information, they're not running from the information, they're accepting it because they understand that the market is changing, they understand that the times are changing, they understand that things are being different, you know what I mean? And then you basically have to put yourself in a situation where, you know, you have knowledge and you have actionable uh, pressure behind your movement. Knowledge alone does nothing. Knowledge alone is just information. Just having the knowledge to know, you know, what to do is just information unless you're able to actually do it. Unless you're able to perform the task, unless you're able to put things in perspective, it allows you to um, be ready, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna be ready. Just because you have the information doesn't mean that you're gonna prepare yourself. Having the information and being prepared is two different qualities. So having the information to know that we should invest in real estate, that we should be investing in crypto, that we should be investing into our life insurance policy, that we should be investing into the stock market or any other assetable investment, you know, even, you know, traditional investing. If, you know, people say the Roth IRA, I would never say invest in your 401k. I never tell you to invest in your 401k. You should throw your 401k in the trash. Okay, you should take your 401k and put it in anything other than a 401k. You know, you can put your money in the stock market, you know, and go to sleep and get a better return back without worrying about um you know, all the fees and different things that's going to be taken out from the stock market or whatever the case. I mean, you know, I mean, from the 401k, you can basically put it in your life insurance policy and other things of that nature to protect yourself against all those intrinsic things that's hitting us. Inflation is busting you up. That's the silent killer. Inflation is the silent killer. Inflation is killing and it's going. Now it's not even inflation no more. You know what I'm saying? She has a cousin and her name is hyperinflation. All right. And she hyper and she got too much sugar and she bouncing off the walls and she going off the tables, you know, and she doing all this other extra stuff with the prices and how they're moving. That when you're going to go buy food, you're looking at the prices like, God dang, why am I paying this much for some water? Why am I paying this much for a plate of food? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I paying this much to go get a steak? Or why is chicken so much? Why the chicken wings is out? I don't even eat chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you what the people talk about. Why the chicken not? Why, they ain't got this and they ain't got that. It's been rumors that the government has been plotting a food shortage for months, and to have the people go into panic and different things of that nature. And it's been letters that's been sent to the farmers as they've been ordered by the government itself to destroy crops and destroy many crops that's going around. So it's been a food shortage in America. It's government produced. It's not a coincidence. It's not like they're not growing food. It's like the food is not growing. It's that they're being forced to be destroyed. Because the food gonna grow like clockwork, just like the sun gonna go up, the moon gonna go down. The food gonna grow. So, it being a food shortage. So when it's a food shortage, what they automatically do? It's a food shortage now. We gotta raise the prices on the food. We gotta raise the prices on the food because it's so expensive to get food now. It's a commodity now. Now, it's if you get this mango, now you gotta pay $2 for this mango instead of paying this $1 for this mango because it's a shortage of mangoes. It's a shortage of apples. So all the food, you know, is going up. All the food is higher price. The travel, the move, and all these things of that nature. We got to be aware of what animal is attacking us, and it's not a physical animal. It's not a physical animal. Give me 1 second. All right, so definitely, you definitely have to put yourself in a situation where you understand the beast or the animal that's beating us down, that's fighting us, is economic, it's financial, it's about money, it's about numbers, it's about interest. And are you making enough interest to counteract the interest that's being placed upon us without us knowing? Are you in position to be with your money and your investments, not your time, not how much overtime you make, not how much a gross that you make from your job, but is your money being in position to outperform the deficit of interest that's being placed on our lives as we don't even know it until we go to the gas station, until we go to the grocery store, until we go to any place that allows us to start spending money or accept money for value. So we definitely have to look into um, multiple ways to invest so that we have an opportunity to allow our money to outperform the inflation, the hyperinflation, the hyperinflation, whatever they're going to come out with, whatever they're going to be the next topic, whatever going to be the next thing. Hey, do we got enough money to fight off the next virus that they're going to put out and produce? It's planned. Another one coming. Another one probably already here. Do we have the things in place? And if we don't, we should be afraid of that more so than we're afraid of a virus. We should be afraid of not being economically sound. We should be afraid of not being economically grounded. We should be afraid of not being financially literate. We should be afraid of not being financially educated. Hell, we should be afraid that we don't even have a financial educational school that teach us these principles in America. We should be afraid, but we're not. We love the TVs, we love the games, we love the sports. Hell, I love the sports. We're programmed to accept, whatever we have. We're programmed to accept these things, and we need to unprogram ourselves to learn how to have a better relationship with money, how to have fucking conversations about money. We don't even like to talk about money in the home. We don't even like to talk about bills. We don't like to talk about the things that we do bad. We don't like to talk about the things that we're weak at. We don't like to talk about the things that we suffer with. We don't like to talk about that because we want to act like we got it all together, and we got all our shit together, and we got all our stuff, and our shit don't stink. Well, but when we go to the toilet, you flush that shit and hurry up. You know what I'm saying? We want to hide our weaknesses and hide our flaws as if that's going to get us better, when it actually hinders us and only reveals how flawed we are. Because if we don't grow and if somebody else is growing, they going to realize that you haven't grown, or that your flaws either magnify or stay the same. And in that instance, you've become even bigger fool, because if a person stays the same after 10 years, I mean, I don't understand a bigger fool than that. A person that makes a mistake and that can admit their mistakes and recover from their mistakes, that's one thing. That's a person that loves themselves, that cares about themselves. It's not even about nobody else to care about themselves. But a person that continues to make the same mistakes over again, expecting something different, expecting something better to come, expecting a different outcome, that's a certified fool. That's a certified person that is not trustworthy to be around, and definitely not trustworthy to be talking about or dealing with money or business, or or financial affairs at any point. What I'm saying? A person has to prove this intellect. A person has to prove this mindset. A person has to prove this way of life in order to be trusted when you talk about money. That's why most people don't like to talk about money. That's why most people can't have conversations about business or businesses or transactions or business plans or anything that allows us to progress outside of looking at somebody fighting, looking at somebody fucking, looking at somebody goddamn shooting, looking at somebody doing something that's destructive or violent. Because why? That's better than my reality of knowing that I don't even have a plan for myself. I don't even have a strategy for myself. I don't even have anything in the next 2 to 5 years that I can say that I'm gonna be doing um different in my life, or I'm gonna be at a certain place. I don't have that in place. I'm not thinking about that. So it's better for me to be entertained because I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm just thinking about right now. I'm thinking about today. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do today, even though today is already gone and it's going into tomorrow, but I'm still thinking about today because I can't let today go. So anybody that's in that mindset, that's a mindset that has nothing to do with physical. Anybody that's into that mindset is gonna have trouble accepting reality. Anybody that has a problem accepting reality is is a danger to themselves. Anybody that has a problem accepting reality is a danger to themselves. So therefore, we have to put ourselves in the mindset, in the mental space that allows us to always progress with our thinking, our actions, and our movement. And we don't know that our thoughts are true until we can bring them into reality. We don't know that our thoughts are true until we can bring them into reality. So let's be creators. Let's always be innovators. Let's always be those who think and bring new ideas and new
What?
opportunity to the forefront. My bad about that. So we have to apply pressure at any given chance. Waiting on my waiting on my real estate guy. I guess he's not gonna be able to join us tonight to get on and speak a little bit about his strategies and different things of that nature. Maybe next Monday, whenever we'll be able to get him on. So I didn't see him hit me back, let me know he was ready, whatever the case may be. But um, we have to apply pressure, and the only way we do that is we have to be serious about what we know. We have to be in the know. We have to be in the network. We have to be in the information. We have to be in to what the hell is going on in the next 5, 10 years. If you're not into what's going on in the next 5, 10 years, then you're not gonna have a good life. So they're trying to do everything they can to cut our water off. They're trying to do everything they can to cut our water off completely. And we can allow us to know that they're gonna do this, and we sit back and act like it's not gonna happen, or they're not gonna do this, or this is not gonna transpire. So at the end of everything, we have to be informed. We have to be about information, and we have to be ready to act on those things immediately. Now, that's not to say that you got to move every time something happens. That's just saying that you're prepared. You're ready to move if you need to. You're ready to make an action or make something happen if you need to. And that's the difference between somebody that sees reality what it is and somebody that wants to be entertained for their reality. You either going to be creating the entertainment or you're going to be the one being entertained. Which side of the money spectrum do you fall on? Which side of the money spectrum are you going to be on? Are you going to be the creator of that, or you going to be the one that's consuming that which is created by whichever means necessary? And if you do more consuming than creating, then you're going to not like where your life is going to be year by year. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be productive, and it's not going to be in your favor, tax wise or other. Doesn't matter what we're talking about when we come talking about consuming. It's not going to be in your favor tax wise, financial, bank account wise, future investment wise, freedom wise, vacation wise, lifestyle wise. It's not going to be in your favor. It's not going to be in your favor, and it's not going to allow you to be able to make choices in the future. So we definitely want to make sure that we're focused on investing, that we're focused on where we're putting our money, how we're spending our money. Get a budget, get a budget. If you don't know, how much money you spending a month, a week, what you spending it on, where the money's going, and you can't figure out why you ain't got no money at the end of the month, and you thought you was gonna have some money, you need to get a budget. Take your time, write down your numbers. Everything is numbers. Mathematics is universal. Everything in the universe revolves around mathematics. If it can't be solved with mathematics, it's not real. If it can't be solved with mathematics, it is not real. So let's make sure we stay with the mathematics, and let's keep to the mathematics, like real estate, investing, different things of that nature. Let's stay to the mathematics. Let's keep it simple. Let's not be too afraid of the numbers. The numbers shall set you free, and it shall provide for you and your children. So investing, regardless if you invest in dividend stocks, high yielding dividend stocks, companies that you believe in, or whatever the mechanisms of it, if you're investing in your insurance policy, if you're investing in um, a crypto space, all of these um, meme coins, these DAOs that's out, these different tokens, uh, and understanding how to gain interest, how to put things together, and how to take it to the next level, then that's what it's about, you know. And if you're into the digital space, main thing I teach in the digital space is basically to turn your your digital assets into real estate assets, to take the digital money and buy real estate. So therefore, if you're afraid of the digital world, you're afraid of the crypto market, you're afraid of what's going on with that, then you will also be able to operate cash flow wise in both markets, just in case one market is not doing well or the other market ain't doing well. You could be able to capitalize and tap in to both markets, the fiat and the crypto space, as well. I mean, you know, I would find it uh more, probably more easier. And this is what one of the things that we're doing. We're getting ready to transition with one of my companies and many of my companies. Like, I would find it more easy to build a company, you know, um, instead of investing in stocks, to build a company and make it go public. Then the traditional invest in stocks, get the 8%, 10% return on the stock market. And I'm talking about not investing in options. I'm not talking about just regular putting money in the stock market and the average percentile or whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, companies like um, you know, um, Amazon, and companies like this year, AMZ has been, AMZ has been going stupid. I think it's up over 700% this year alone, as an investment. That's excellent on your money as far as, um, stocks or whatever the case may be, the return rate on the money that you put in there. So that goes well beyond the 8% of the market that you average out for average investors. And that's just people putting mainly for people that's investing in their jobs and 401k. They give you bogus stocks and bogus things for you to invest in that you're not really going to have an opportunity to make money, especially when you're in your youth. I think learning about stocks in your youth, learning about the value system in your youth is most important, because then you can be able to have the confidence to take control of where your money go and where your money is invested. Just because you're saying that you get a 401k, your money being invested in your 401k, but if I ask you in what stocks and what return rate, you wouldn't be able to tell me. That's not a good investment. That's not a good investment. Now, even though you get your report from your investment portfolio and different things of that nature, but most people don't read it or don't even know how to read it, don't even know how to break it down and dissect the investment part of what's going on. Most people don't even know how to read their own credit profile when they ask for the credit, when you pull their credit or whatever the case may be, and you're showing them the different things of that nature. If I wasn't showing them or teaching them or breaking it down to them what's going on with their credit, they couldn't look at their credit profile themselves and understand what's going on with their credit, even though it's right there in front of their face and I haven't changed anything or did anything different. So just because something is right in front of somebody's face or is right there doesn't mean they're understanding what is going on, because it's something called reading and comprehension. It's two parts. You got to read, then you got to comprehend as well. Most people have a lack of doing that because the standard is so low. In the educational system, the standard is so low. It's not required for you to comprehend. You know what I'm saying? It's not required for you to comprehend. In a certain level, when you're taking your tests and doing your things of that nature. But to comprehend money, oh, it's not required for you to comprehend. To comprehend credit, oh no, that's not required for you to comprehend. To comprehend banking system and how to start a business, how to build business credit, and how to go get funding, no, that's not required information. No, we ain't gonna require that. We don't need that. No, we don't, definitely don't need that in schools, because why? It'd be harder for us to control them if they knew how to break through our control. And our control is economic. It's not about color, even though it is. It's not about, how you look, even though it is. It's not about that on the big scale. On the major scale, it's not. On the small scale, it's made that way, and it's made political, so it can be a political gain or a political situation that's fought, you know, in front of the world or in front of people, but is meaningless to the economic power that's oppressing us in a level that we can't even see, because we can't even see inflation until we go to the grocery store. We can't see none of this stuff until it's time to spend our money. We don't realize it, but it's already been here. It's already there, but we don't realize that it's happening that fast, this powerful, this strong, because that's how interest works. Compound interest is the greatest mathematical equation known to man. If you're on the wrong side of math, you're going to suffer. Let me say that again. If you're on the wrong side of math, you're going to suffer. If you cannot get to the point where you're on the right side of math, that means that you're not working harder than your money, and your money is gaining compound interest that allows it to quadruple, quadruple, all of that stuff in a short period of time to give you maximum gains on your dollar that you didn't have to physically show up for. Something that's, is more different than networking, network marketing, and different things of that nature. And network marketing is wonderful when you have a great product. You have a great product, you have a great situation. Network marketing is wonderful. It's wonderful to have people come on your team, and you mentor them and teach them and bring, put food in people's refrigerators, and get them to be on the same page. That's a wonderful thing when you can gather groups of people and use your economic power and strength to be able to, have more purchase power and more buying power in the investment space. Not in just, oh, I can go buy this and show somebody that I can go get this Lambo, show somebody I can go get this house. For what? Showing somebody that you can do something doesn't bring you more money. Investing brings you more money. Being prepared for the next wave of change in the markets bring you more money and save you from losing a lot of money. Not showing off or showing people that you can do it as if you didn't believe in yourself in the first place. So at the end of the day, we must be strong. We must be very aggressive when it comes to investing, when it comes to putting our money where our mouth is, and definitely building a strong network of people that think the same. It's important to be surrounded by people that think the same. You can't be the only one in your house that's thinking about investing. That's not going to be a good house to be in. You can't be the only one in the house thinking about the future of the home. That's not going to be a good home to be in. You can't be around your partners and your homeboys and you the only one talking about investing. That's not going to be a good group of men or partners or homeboys to be around. You can't be around a bunch of women And only thing y'all talking about is what's going on the TV or social media or what drama is going on or whatever the case may be. That's not a great group of women to be around. That's not productive. It's not producing. When it's time to eat, somebody gonna have to pay, and then most of the time, somebody got to pay for somebody else. So we definitely got to understand our time barrier, our time frame at which we're allowing and what we're focusing on, who we are surrounding ourselves with. What is the conversation? What is the conversation like? What the hell are we talking about? What is this about? What are we going on about? You know, and is it worth it? Can I see a future in it? If you can't see a future in it, you shouldn't see a right now in it either. If you can't see a future doing something, you shouldn't see a right now doing it either. Because only thing you're gonna do is look back at it and think about it as a waste of time. You don't want to have regrets about your progress, about what you want to do with your life. You want to have a plan. And though all plans get altered, even business plans, you have to alter business plans and change them every year. Your business changes, it grows. You take losses, you get some wins, things change. The information changes every year. You have to be upgrading, updating, and ready to be adaptable to the circumstances that's going to come your way. Because in business, one thing for sure, two things for certain: shit gonna hit the fan and shit gonna be bad. Something gonna happen, something gonna pop off, and shit ain't gonna do what you think it was gonna do. The business ain't gonna do what you wanted to do. Something ain't right. Somebody ain't deliver something on time. Somebody's not getting something right away. It's not happening when you thought it was gonna happen. That got canceled. It rained. It stormed. A hurricane, tsunami. Who knows? Who cares? You can name it. Go through the list. It doesn't matter. In business, is always gonna some shit is happening. In personal life, some shit is happening. So just imagine when you investing into a business that's something that you don't know for sure or guaranteed to happen, or be for sure that's gonna happen, or something that's gonna hit, because nothing is guaranteed in investing, nothing is guaranteed in business. So just imagine how many things go bad, how many things get fucked up, how many things get messed up, how many things get lost, stolen, destroyed, broken, whatever you can, whatever you can name in business. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Business get broken into. I was looking at the news the other day. Someone I knew from high school got a prominent business with their wife, and it was on the news how they was breaking in on their business and stole over $100,000 worth of equipment, basically crushing their business overnight in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, crushing their business. You know, we don't get opportunity to have funding and different things of that nature on those levels. So if somebody take $100,000 from our businesses, we're not gonna be going back to work like it's smiles and peaches and cream, because we don't have no investors behind us for the most part. We are our own investors. And we have to learn the strategies of how to use other people's money, how to use other people's resources, how to use other people's strength, talent, bodies, everything, and to network and to come together and unify our dollars. Because, like I said before, compound interest is the greatest mathematical equation known to man. Imagine if we put our dollars together in a vehicle that could allow us interest rates that is off the charts, that is totally ridiculous, and will look like you're playing a video game with your money. Imagine if we had the mindset to do that, instead of put our money together to go to the club, or put our money together to go, you know, get a, what I'm saying, go get a package, or put our money together to go get the new Jordans that's about to drop. That's, whatever the case may be, the new Yeezys or the new Louis Vuitton outfits or hell, whatever, or the new car even. Imagine if we put our money together at compounded interest that would allow everybody to receive payments at a faster rate that they probably never realized or imagined. Get quarterly payments, some things of that nature, and be able to, operate and move and invest and grow, at those levels. You definitely want to put yourself in a situation where the people that surround you are investing in themselves and in you. Because if you're not, then that person is an economic enemy. And we have to be able to identify economic enemies. You might be the coolest of friends. You might be, you know, one of my best and closest people. But you could also be an economic enemy and not even know it. Detrimental to your own self first, and then detrimental to me and everything that we could even possibly do because of your relationship with money or your lack thereof of your relationship with money. So because we don't have a good relationship or a good history with how we deal with money and how we deal with the things that we got going on with ourselves financially, we must understand that it is of dire need, not to complain about the inflation, hyperinflation, the hyperinflation, whatever they're gonna come up with, whatever they're gonna say to put us deeper in debt and put us deeper in a bind that we are so dependent on the government that we gotta cry out for help and they gotta act like they're running to our rescue when they are the culprits behind our desperation and our education is given to us by these same people. The same people that got us enslaved financially has our brains enslaved mentally with the education bullshit that they got going on in these public schools that's wasting our children's time, our time, and our future time, so we can't fight against the bullshit that they coming up with or they plotting against or they trying to come with or whatever else. This system is trying to destroy us, divide us, and deceive us from what is true. And what is true is everyone should be an investor. If you're not investing in real estate, you're not you are investing in real estate. Let me say that again. If you're not investing in real estate, you are investing in real estate. Just what side of the real estate investment spectrum are you on? Are you on the renting side where you are paying somebody else's children to go to college and you're paying for their lifestyle to live? Or are you on the owner side where you are making the money from the property, or you are the one that's benefiting from the equity that's in the house that you can be able to refi eventually and go buy other properties and other investments with the equity that's in your property. Um, and we call that a HELOC, a home equity line of credit that you can put on your home that you can go buy other properties with while keeping your home and not paying off the mortgage, but getting a HELOC on your home where you turn your equity into an investment vehicle that you can use to go invest in other properties. Preferably, the new game is the Airbnb game and other properties, whatever the case may be, that produces residual cash flow return on your money. So, we could talk about strategies, and I'm Mr. Strategy over stress. That's what I'm here to do is break down different strategies, different things that we can look at having a relationship with money, because everybody's not going to be in the real estate You might be a stock person. You might want to own your favorite company. That's cool. We could talk about those dividend stocks, those stocks that you need to own. That's going to be in the future, the metaverse, different things of that nature. We can break down the value of the company and talk about all those type of things. If you're a crypto, nutcase like me, and you're into the crypto space and have been in the crypto space for the last 5 to 7 years, at least, then you would definitely understand my love for the space and what I see and what's going on. If not, I definitely can educate you on the value of the space and why the space is here to stay. It's not going nowhere. It's only going to get stronger. And like I said, slightly over 10% of the world is only using crypto. It's at 2 trillion. It's already the highest grossing market period in history from its inception to now, period. There's no company of existence that have moved faster than Bitcoin and some of these cryptocurrencies, point blank, period. And you can tell by the price of the coin per price of a stock. It's not even in comparison to how long stocks has been out and to how long crypto's been out and the value of some of these cryptos and the value of some of these stocks. It's not even on the same hemisphere. It's not it's not even close. The returns from the crypto space to the returns of the of the stocks, it's not even in the same space. It's not even in the same hemisphere. It's not even funny, you know. And so we have to look at the numbers. Let the numbers be true. They say numbers don't lie. Well, let's see who lying and who telling the truth. The traditional way is dying out and is gonna be put into the grave. Are you gonna get buried with it? Or will you find a solution to the problem of being enslaved to the fiat currency? And the solution is gotta go digital. Gotta go digital, gotta go future. And if it's not the future, why are you worrying about it? If it's not the future, why are you concerned about it? And if it's not your future, you should not be concerned about it at all. All right? You should not be concerned about it at all. Um, Basically, this is gonna be the end of tonight's session. Um, Hope it was clear, precise. Y'all got a little knowledge and information out of tonight. And if it's any specific subject you'd like me to talk about on next Mulah Monday, anything specific you would like to get in detail about, knowledgeable about. Like I said, we were supposed to have my guest come on tonight to speak about his strategies of how he invests in real estate. That didn't happen, but we're gonna definitely try to get him on and be able to bring his strategies on because it's very unique, and I want everybody to get an opportunity to shed their light on strategies. Everybody do things different. There's no one way to do it, but it's only a one way of thinking that builds wealth. It's not two ways, not three ways. There's only one way of thinking that builds wealth, and that's being in the mind of an investor. If you're not in the mind of an investor, that's not a wealth building mind, and that doesn't produce wealth. So as long as you're around people and around those that that's talking about money, that's good. That's great. It's not all about money, but we need a lot of it. Okay. It's not all about money. Integrity and character precedes the value of what we know to be money any day. But at least if you're talking about money, you're not complaining about starving. At least if you're talking about money, you're not complaining about starving. Let's not starve and let's not let our babies starve because inflation is going to kick your ass if you think you're going to continue to do traditional way of Flintstone working and showing up for your dollar. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Hope y'all enjoyed. This is your boy C.H.O, Mr. Strategy Over Stress. I'll be at you Thursday for Thumping Thursday. Make sure you tune in to my partner Q to 17 and MD Uno.